So welcome to today's slow flow class. We continue with the theme of Vata balancing. So Vata is one of the three main doshas in Ayurveda. And the Vata comes with this season, this autumnal season, and its qualities are cool, dry, and rough. So in our practice today, we are going to focus on warmth, moisture, and a really smooth, fluid, continuous practice. So gently, please make your way up to sitting. And we'll begin class today just warming up a little bit. So please take your palms and rub them together quite vigorously, building up a lot of heat with the friction between your hands. And then cup your warm hands over your eyes. So just let the palms lightly cup and the heat radiate in through the eyes. And then release the hands, give them a rub together again, building up the heat. Bit of friction between the hands. And you can do this anytime. It's really nice to do before you go to bed at night, when you first wake up in the morning. This time, cup the palms over the ears. Let the heat radiate in through the ear holes, into the head. Relaxing the brain. And release your hands, rub them together again. This time, place one hand on the heart and one hand just at the nape of the neck, at the base of the spine, connecting these two spaces, the head and the heart, the mind and the soul. And then a final time, rub the hands together. And press your palms down into the tops of your legs and actually apply a little bit of pressure so you feel the legs and the sit bones connect down into the earth. Beginning this very grounding, nourishing, Vata balancing practice. Good. And then take the soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Just hold lightly onto the ankles and start to spiral the body here. So we're also looking to mobilize all the joints, and we'll be doing that quite a bit through class today. So the Vata, the air, the cool air energy can get trapped in the joints, leading to that stiff feeling in your joints in this cooler weather. So bring a little bit of focus and attention to rotating, flexion and extension, and just juicing through the joints. Just change the direction if you haven't already. 3 more big circles the opposite way. Feeling the hips warm, ankles, shoulders, neck. Good, and then next inhale, open the heart forward like a cow pose. Exhale, round the back, let the shoulder blades spread wide, chin to chest. 2 more, inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, open forward. Exhale, round it out, stretch. And inhale back to center. Take the knees out to your right and hook that left toe over the right ankle, coming into a Vajrasana variation. Side stretch. Right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. So you get a lovely long line all the way from left hip to fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Left arm down towards the floor, but keep the head reaching towards that right shoulder so you get this lovely neck opening here. And we start to rotate the arm in the shoulder girdle to turn the palm up to the sky, back down, out behind you. Just a few times rotating that arm in the shoulder socket. And then back to center and gently come up. Swap sides, just bring the hands in front. Hooking right toes over the left ankle. Left hand along the floor, right arm reaches up and over. Stretching out the right side body nice and long all the way through the fingertips. See if you can soften, release the neck. Might help to turn the gaze up and down a couple of times. Inhale fully and exhale that right arm about a foot off the mat. Getting into the nice neck stretch and rotate your arm up and back all the way. So getting lovely rotation of that upper arm inside that shoulder joint. The ball and socket joint. The ball is moving and rotating in its socket. And back to neutral. And gently rise up. And please come to all fours. So another thing in this Vata season is we want to connect with this center, our power center, this space beneath the belly button and above the pubic bone. So moving from this center, just spiral the body all the way out to the right, down to the floor, out to the left, and up. So it's kind of a cat-cow with added side. We're also getting into the wrists. One more this way. And then change directions. Getting into a connection with the breath. So you're inhaling to rise up. Exhaling to spiral down. Last big spiral. We can feel how this is a really nice, juicy, oily movement, and it's continuous. So we're going to now take it into a lateral spiral. So take the hips down to the heels, and then across to the left and back up. So you're making nice big circles, forward and back. So if you follow your nose is tracing a big clockwise circle on the mat. Come back to 12 o'clock. And then we go back in an anti-clockwise circle. 3 big circles, your timing. So you'll feel the hips start to warm up. As I said, the wrists, and I don't know if you can hear through this microphone, but my joints are popping. that release of that air in my joints, the Vata energy. It's that little popping sound you sometimes hear. Last big circle. And back to center. Good. We're going to thread the needle now. So from all fours, inhale, sweep the right arm up to the sky. As you exhale, lay it all the way through on the floor. We're going to keep moving, so it's just this continuous fluid sequence. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, lay the left arm behind the lower back. See if you can take hold of the top of the right thigh. It's one breath here in the bind. Opening through the shoulders, relaxing the face, side of head down onto the floor. And then inhale, arm up, back to the floor. Unthread that right arm, the sky and to the mat. And second side, inhale, left arm up. Thread it through. Stretch the right arm to the sky and lay it along the lower back, holding on to the top of the left thigh, or maybe just grabbing the back of your tights or letting the arm rest along the lower back. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Release the arm up and the floor. Arm thread. And bring the hand back. Just one more time, that same sequence. Inhale, right arm up. Let's work with your breath. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, left arm to the sky. And exhale to the bind. Stay for one breath. See if you can lengthen your inhale. Soften the exhale. Inhale the arm up. Back to the floor. Inhale. Right arm unthreads and finds the floor. Left arm opens on the inhale. Feel the upper back start to really expand through this. Inhale, right arm to the sky and take the bind. And then inhale the arm up. Back to the floor. Unthread, left arm. And bring it back. Soften the hips towards the heels in a child's pose. And this time we're going to rise up to kneeling. So drag the fingertips back towards you. When you arrive, inhale the arms up to the sky. Take the hands into prayer. And as you exhale, bow all the way back down into your child's pose. 2 more like that. Inhale, rise up on the knees. Circle, sweep arms high. Exhale, nice and gooey, as if you're moving through honey down to the floor. One more, inhale. Feels so good. And exhale, bow down. Nice. This time, just let your hands stay on the mat. Let's take a moment. We'll pause in child's and then tuck your toes and come into a forward fold at the back of your mat. Keep the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart and soften your knees so much that your torso can rest on your thighs. Let the hands go, let the head go. Give the head a little nod and a little shake. Hook your thumbs into your opposite elbows and take a little bit of a sway side to side, shifting the weight, the balance of the body from left to right foot. You might even like to incorporate some little figure 8 movements here. So the hanging arms and head start to move in a figure 8 as the weight shifts from foot to foot. And then change the direction of your figure 8. Really letting go of the back of the neck. And the back, the hips, the lower back. And of course, letting go of all that tension between the shoulders. And come back to center. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Let everything flop down. Great. And then inhale, slowly trace the front of the body with your fingertips as you roll all the way up to standing. Reach the fingers up to the sky. And exhale, hands down by your side. So we're going to warm up our wrists here. So stay standing at the back of your mat. Wrap your fingers around your thumbs. So tuck your thumbs into the palm, wrap the fingers over the top, and start to draw some circles with the wrists. Change direction. So we do quite a lot of vinyasa practice. We don't always warm up the wrists before we do, and especially in this colder time, this colder season. Just release the hands, give them a little flick. Especially in this colder season, it's really important to look after our joints. Interlace the fingers. Start making some nice gentle waves. And back the other way. It's a little bit trickier. Good. And release, shake. And this time it's little dolphin dive. So you're going to hold on to the fingertips with the opposite hand. So my left hand's taking my right fingertips, and then I'm dolphin diving the hands forward. So can you see I'm extending, and you'll feel that stretch through the inner forearm. 3 dolphin dives on the right, and 3 dolphin dives on the left. Good. And then holding on to the back of the hand, and gently applying a little bit of pressure, pushing the right arm away as you press the right back of the hand towards you, just a little, but not too strong. And release, shake it out. And then the opposite, pressing the back of the left hand into the right hand, which is just giving a little bit of resistance here. And shake it out. Great. Come back to the back of your mat, feet hip distance apart, and we start to warm up into a sun salute C. Little bit of bounce in the knees, feel the feet really steady into the mat. And I invite you to bring a little bit of movement throughout practice today. So get that real sense of continuous, moist, fluid juiciness to counterbalance all that vata energy in the air at the moment. So inhale, please lift the arms up to the sky. And gently fold yourself over the knees down to the floor, Uttanasana, forward fold. Hands to the shins, halfway lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold again. 2 more times, inhale. And fold. Inhale, extend halfway. Exhale, fold it in. Place the hands down on the floor and slowly walk the palms out to the top of the mat and come into a downward facing dog. You can pedal out the heels a couple of times. Take the hips for a sway side to side. And then find steadiness. And inhale, float the right leg up to the sky behind you. And then curl the knee in and plant the foot between the hands for a low lunge. So keep the fingertips on the floor and open your heart forward. Inhale. And a long exhale. Plant the left hand down and place the right hand on your right knee, just to ground that nice lunge with that right leg. Next, inhale. Sweep that right arm up to the sky and come into an easy twist. Extend through the left heel so that left leg is strong. Rotate through the torso, getting a really nice twist And exhale, hand to the mat. Lower the left knee. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Just a regular crescent lunge here. We take a little side stretch. So lower the right arm, reach the left arm overhead. And then lower the left arm, reach the right arm overhead. Just stretching each side of the body. Both hands come to the floor and step it back into downward facing dog. Deep, full breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower the knees down to the mat and come into a child's pose. Let the forearms come down to the floor. Next, inhale. See if you can sweep the body forward and come into a Sphinx pose. So the forearms stay on the mat, elbows beneath your shoulders, buttocks are soft. And you draw the forearms back towards the feet and open the heart, lift the ears away from your shoulders. Nice long inhale. So we want to try and lengthen our inhale. And then a natural exhale. Again, this is another quality of balancing Vata. It's working with the inhale. And then lower down, hands beneath the shoulders. Hips back to heels, child's pose. And tuck your toes under so that you can lift the hips up and back to that downward facing dog once more. This time, lift the left leg up to the sky behind you. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Lower the back knee. Inhale, open the heart. Fingertips stay on the floor. And exhale, hips over the back knee as you come into a half Hanumanasana, drawing the left toes towards your heart. Inhale, sweep it forward. Low lunge. Exhale, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, low lunge, open the heart. Exhale, smoothly back. Inhale, back to your low lunge. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Long breath in. Smooth, natural exhale. And then we heel toe, walk the feet one at a time, articulating through each sole to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Just take one breath here. Reconnect with that hara, that power center. Moving from there, inhale, arms up. Exhale, knees nice and soft and fluid as you forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And fold 3 times. Inhale, second time. And fold. Inhale, third time. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Plant the hands. Walk the feet back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, sway your hips side to side. Ground down. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Curl the knees, step it through. Find your low lunge. Open the heart. Stand through the right heel, back leg strong. Right hand comes all the way to the floor, left hand comes onto the left knee, really ground that front bent leg. And then extend and twist into an easy twist. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Keep reaching that left hip back to the back of the mat. Right heel to the back of the mat. And exhale, hand to the floor. Exhale, right knee to the floor. And inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Side stretch here. Right hand stays up, left hand reaches to the floor. Exhale, right hand to the floor, left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, both arms up and both hands to the mat. Downward facing dog we go. Back, smooth, moist and juicy. And right leg stretches up to the sky. Exhale it through. And let the right knee come down to the floor. Inhale, find your low lunge. Exhale, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, low lunge, open the heart. Exhale, continuous dance of movement. Inhale. Starting to feel the warmth come into the body. Exhale. Inhale, low lunge. Hands to the mat. Step it back to downward facing dog. Deep full breath. And exhale, come down to your child's pose. Plant the forearms parallel on the floor. And then inhale, can you slither your body forward into a sphinx? Readjust the hands so that the elbows line up beneath the shoulders. Everything very well supported. Relax the hips. Open the heart. Allow the gaze just to follow the line of the heart. So we're not lifting the gaze. Another thing we're going to work with here is keeping our drishti and our gaze point below or at the horizon. So not lifting the gaze too high, but keeping it level or low. One more breath in. And lower. Hands beneath the shoulders. Come back to child's. Tuck your toes. Rise up to dog. Long breath in. Natural breath out. And once again, those fluid, connected steps to the top of the mat. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up. And exhale your hands home to your heart center. Release your hands by your side. Let's take a couple of long inhales and natural exhales. Come back to this power center. Really feel the stabilizing quality of moving from your center of balance. Bounce a little bit into the knees. Feel the feet connect and earth into the mat. Feel the big toes really ground down and the legs kind of expand into the outer edges. Take another inhale as you lift your arms up to the sky and keep your gaze just at the horizon. So we're not going to lift the gaze all the way to the fingertips today. As you exhale, once again, soften forward, fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, fingertips might stay on the mat this time. Exhale, fold, plant the hands and step 1 foot at a time back into a nice high plank. So always an option with plank to lower the knees and do the plank work with the knees on the floor. If you feel okay, you have your belly button connected towards the spine. We're going to take a little rainbow plank. So take the feet a little bit wider than normal. Inhale. As you exhale, twist over to your right. Inhale, body up. And exhale over to the left. So you see the body's making a little arc rainbow as you switch side to side, working through your core, getting a little bit of movement in through the hips and the ankles, and of course, those lovely strong wrists. 1 more each side. And come back to center. And let's come into a child's pose. Lower the knees and bring the hips to the heels. Just a counter pose out of that. Quite strong. Probably the strongest thing we'll do today. Feel the breath come back to normal length. And then gently rise up into downward facing dog. Inhale to sweep the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, let the right hip open, drop the right heel towards the left buttock, reach the right knee up to the sky, and press equally firmly through both arms so the upper body is still square. Release into your 3-legged dog and take some rotations through that right ankle and back the other way. And then step that right foot through for warrior 2. Grounding the left heel down, cartwheeling the hands out to the side. Inhale, take a nice reverse the warrior, reaching the right fingertips up to the sky, sliding the left hands down the outside of the left leg. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. And 1 more, exhale, extend. Inhale up to your warrior 2 and straighten that front leg. We're going to come and turn into a wide-legged position. So turn to your left and keep the toes pointing out 45 degrees. We're going to come into a nice squat here. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Hands in prayer. As you exhale, bend the knees over the toes. Hands to prayer at heart center. So you feel this real sense of a grounding, stable energy. We come into squats. So you can stay right here. Just breathe in and strengthen the legs. Or we take some spirals here. Inhale. Left shoulder to left knee. Fingertips down to the floor. Right shoulder, right knee. And back up again. And then 1 more circle the other way. Back we go. Right shoulder to right knee. Fingertips to the mat. Left shoulder, left knee. And back we go. Inhale, rise up. And turn back to your warrior 2. Cartwheel the hands down to the floor. Take your downward facing dog. And stretch it out. At any point, you can shift the weight a little bit from left to right hand. Really feel those sinews, these deep muscles stretching out and just loving this. right leg up to the sky. And actually let's take right foot forward between the hands. And then take left knee behind and we come into a Marichasana twist. So you're going to end up sitting like this, but I'll mirror you. So the right knee will be bent on top of the left. And the right foot is about half of the foot in front of the left knee and half behind. Take another twist here. So inhale, right arm to the sky. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Sorry, I've got my left and right a little confused. It's extra confusing because I'm watching my own reflection in the video. Exhale as you wrap that left arm around the outside of the right thigh. Take the right hand behind you and come into a twist. The one thing that as a yoga teacher you don't really think about, and we're very challenged by left and right, constantly having to call it as it is and then call it the opposite way. It's a good way to keep our focus and attention on the present. Deep breath here. As you exhale, gently unwind, take a little counter twist the opposite way. And then come back to center and see if you can pick up that right calf. Give it a little rock here, a Hindolasana. So one hand supports the ankle, the other supports the knee, so you're supporting your joints. If the hip is open enough and you can hook that foot right into the elbow, then make sure the foot is flexed. And then you're going to give yourself a little rock here. Really working into the hip joint. But it's smooth movement. You're not doing long holds, but we are doing lots of repetition. This helps to balance that kind of strong, erratic wind quality of Vata. And then gently place that right foot down in front of the left calf. So you're coming into quite a wide cross-legged position. Inhale, sit tall, use the fingertips to lengthen the spine. And exhale, walk the hands forward and come into a fold. So it's a bit of an Agni Stambhasana, fire log variation here. Deep breath in and full breath out. 2 more in and out, grounding the sit bones back to the floor behind you. Relaxing the head. Last breath in. Let everything go. You can sigh this one out. Now fingertips are in that gooey nectar as you drag them back towards you and roll up to sit. Place the hands on the floor so you're facing the top of your mat. You can either gently uncross and step back to downward dog, or maybe you can jump back to downward dog. So please check in with how you're feeling today. Another couple of breaths here, stretching out the body, downward dog. And slowly walk the feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you arrive, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Arms up. And exhale, hands, heart center. Take a breath. Inhale, lift the arms. Keep the gaze level. Lift the heart. Exhale, soften the knees, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the hands and step back 1 foot at a time to a high plank. So we'll once again take that rainbow plank. Another option is to do it on your forearms. So if you have pain in your wrists or sore wrists, you can do rainbow plank on your forearms, and I'll demonstrate it on forearms this time. Take the feet a little wider. Inhale and exhale. Body over to the right. Inhale, body up and over to the left. Up, over to the right. Engage the core. Use that power center to lead you. And as you return, come back to that same place. One more round. Up, over to the left. Back to center. And then lower the knees and take a child's pose. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips up and back. Find downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Nice hip opener here. Bend the knee, drop the heel to the right buttock. Lift the left knee. Press into both palms evenly. Soften the torso a little closer to the floor. Release the foot to your three-legged dog. Nice big spirals with the ankle. Change direction. So lots of attention to the joints. Stepping through warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Forearm to the knee, right arm overhead. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to extend. Inhale back to your warrior two. And turn to your right and swivel that right heel in so both feet are pointing out 45 degrees. And I'll turn around and face you. Coming into our squat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, nice deep bend. Knees point over the toes. If the knees are falling in, just walk your stance a little closer so that the knees can still open over the toes. Inhale. Right shoulder to right knee. Fingertips to the mat. Left shoulder, left knee. Rise up. Back the way we came. Moving from your power center. Feeling the earth really supporting you. Very grounded and stable. Inhale all the way up. Warrior two to the top of the mat. And then cartwheel the hands down. Find downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up to the sky. And step it through between the hands. This time we step right knee behind the left knee and come into that seated Marichyasana pose. And once again, I'm going to mirror you. The foot is halfway in front and halfway behind the second knee. Right arm to the sky. Exhale as you wrap it around the outside of the left thigh. Left hand behind you for support, and you come into a Marichyasana twist. Using the breath to bring you around. Feeling both sit bones very steady into the earth. And then gently release. Small counter twist the other way. And back to center. Hindalasana, giving a little rock and cradle to that left leg. So support your joints, knee, ankle. And it might be something like this. Maybe that foot can come a little higher, remembering that if you're able to crook the ankle in the elbow, then you need to flex that foot so you're not getting tension on the ankle like this. The ankle stays supported and active. And you can sing yourself a little lullaby. You rock into your hip. It's a really good one to get into all these tight outer hip muscles. And then gently lay that foot down in front of the opposite knee. So it's a nice wide cross-legged position. Agni Stambhasana variation. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, walk the hands forward, find your fold. 3 long breaths. And you may find that for you, you like to have the kickstand arms, and it's just like this, lifting the heart, hinging from the hips, and just feeling that outer hip really open. Last breath in. And sigh it all out. Fingers in the goo, in the honey, in the nectar. Drag them back towards you as you roll up to sit. You can step or jump back to down dog. The down dog jump looks a little bit like this. Stretching it out. Our last downward facing dog. And slowly walking heel toe to the top of your mat. Lift and lengthen halfway. Soften and fold Uttanasana, nod the head. And expand, rise up, lift the arms, but not the gaze. And exhale, hands to that beautiful heart center. And release them by your side. Close your eyes and just take a couple of breaths, enjoying all that continuous, smooth movement and its effect on your body. Keep your eyes closed. Slowly make your way down the floor and come to lying down. Keep the knees bent, feet flat, about hip distance apart. And you can gently open the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Just feel the natural curve of the spine and the parts of the body that connect with the ground. Going to work through some leg lifts here. So I want you to extend the right leg long on the floor. And as you next inhale, inhale the leg up all the way to the sky. And then exhale it back down to the floor. It might help you to place the hands on that power center so you can move from this place. Now we're going to do it in 3 parts. So you're going to inhale 1/3 of the way up. Keep inhaling 2/3 of the way. And then inhale all the way up. And then exhale 1 breath down. 2 more times like that. Inhale 1/3 of the way up. Inhale 2/3. Inhale all the way. And exhale 1 breath down. Still on the right leg. Inhale 1/3. Inhale 2/3. Inhale all the way. And exhale that left leg, right leg long. And then bend right leg, foot flat on the floor. And extend the left leg long. So moving from your center, inhale just 1 long breath up first. And same equal length breath back down. Now we begin to separate into 3 parts. So elongating the inhale, 1/3, 2/3, all the way. And exhale 1 breath down. 3 parts again. In, and out. Last time. In, 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 and out. Lovely. And then bend both knees. And bend them all the way into your chest and give them a squeeze. Taking a little twist here. Arms spread out wide. Let the knees twist out to your right. And gaze out towards your left fingertips. Take 3 long breaths. You can place the right hand on top of the left knee. Ground it down. Really soften the left shoulder to the earth as well. Letting go of the lower back. Letting go of the belly. And then gently bring left knee, right knee back to center. Give them a hug. Square off the hips if they've shifted off center. Arms out wide, knees twist out to your left. Gaze, if it's comfortable, to the right fingertips as you soften the right shoulder down to the mat. Hand can rest on top of that right knee. Relax the lower back, relax the belly, relax your face. Enjoy your twist. And then right knee back up, left knee back up. Take your hands behind the knees onto the thighs and curl the nose up to the knees. And gently start to rock the body until you rise up to a seat. So we're going to do a little bit of pranayama and meditation before Shavasana. Let's give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back and just open the sternum out. If we had more time, I'd do a little bit of a bridge back bend sequence as well before we finish up. But I do want to teach you this Brahmari breath, Brahmari pranayama, and have a few moments for meditation. So just lifting the fingertips to the floor. And release. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let them go. 2 more times. Inhale them up. Release. And 1 more. Good. So Brahmari pranayama works with sense withdrawal, pratyahara. So what we're going to do is take the hands to cover the eyes. The thumbs will press gently into the ear holes to just block off the majority of the sound. And you're going to close the lips, but have the mouth cavity quite resonant and open. And you'll make a humming sound like this. Which sounds like a bee. And you'll feel that reverberating all through your head and all your nasal cavities. Very, very calming and soothing and nourishing, which is why we're going to practice it today. So take your hands over your eyes, just lightly. Press your thumbs into your ears lightly, just to block off the sound. Hopefully you're not blocking it off so much that you can't hear me. Take a nice inhale. And then humming. Inhale through the nose and hum. Continue in your timing to inhale through the nose and exhale, hum. One more round of Brahmari Pranayama. When you finish, keep your eyes closed, but gently bring the hands back down onto the knees. And today I'd like you to practice placing the fingertips pointing down to the earth. This gesture of grounding. Eyes are soft behind the closed eyelids. And focus now comes to the natural breath. You can bring your awareness to where you feel that breath expand in the body. Or to the space on your upper lip where the breath flows in and out of your nostrils. Or simply rest in a general awareness. You're welcome to stay in your seated meditation or gently make your way into Shavasana. And if you're starting to feel cool, please make sure that you have a blanket or something to keep you warm. You want to stay nice and warm. If you're in Shavasana, see if you can melt and soften your entire body into the supportive earth beneath you. Warm, moist, and smooth sensations. And as always at home, please stay as long as you like. And if you're joining us live or you're ready to come out of your Shavasana or meditation, just become aware of your breath again. Start to engage movement through your fingers and toes. You might like to clench the fists and open them. Flex and point the toes. Slowly reach out overhead and have a nice stretch. Left, right side. Hug the knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. And gently roll out to one side and back up to sitting. If you're still sitting, you might like to just keep the body A little bit of movement, maybe again those little spirals. And cat-cow, just to release through the spine. Let's bring your hands to the power center, hara space. And feel the steadiness and stability of this center of your being. Let's bring your palms to your heart space and let the heat of your hands radiate into your heart. Feel the heart expand outwards, filling your body with love and expanding beyond your body, out to the whole world. And bring your hands to prayer at your forehead, acknowledging the wisdom of these teachings, this practice. Raise your arms above you and bow all the way down. Thank you. Hands to heart center. Namaste.